Libra. Something is always happening, even when it seems on the surface like nothing is happening. Something is always happening. And something is most certainly happening for you right now. When I first connected with your energy, I heard be empty. And it feels like Spirit wants you to practice having no expectations. Do not project into the unknown. Do not project the past onto the future. You've stepped into a new reality, a new paradigm. You are, as the Fool, I'm hearing, and I'm seeing the Fool card. Everything is new, and it's time for you to trust the unseen. Trust the unfolding that is happening for you. You do not need to know what is coming. If you trust the universe to do its job, what is coming will be better than anything you could have imagined or expected. I pulled your oracle cards, and you've got affluence, trust, growth, and at the bottom of the deck is fire. What you want is coming. It is coming. Everything and more is coming to you. But you have literally just stepped into a new life. And so this moment is kind of like a void space. And Spirit is saying now is the time in this kind of newness, in this void space. Now is the time to trust not only life and the unseen and what is coming, but also trust your own growth. You know how much you've grown deep down, even though maybe some part of you is scared that it's not enough or whatever. Spirit is saying, no, trust your own growth. You've grown, I think, even more than you realize. And because you've changed so much on the inside, the outside is in the process of reflecting that back to you. With fire at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you're currently experiencing an uptick in energy, more passion, more fire, more, maybe more physical energy, but more drive and direction, sense of purpose and passion. And this uptick in energy, or in the fire element, you could say, it is a reflection of not only who you have become and who you are becoming, it is also a reflection of what is coming to you. You're building energy now so that you're ready for what is coming. It's like when you plant a seed. For a long time, maybe weeks or months, after you plant a seed, you don't see anything sprouting. That doesn't mean it's not growing. It's just dropping roots. And you are dropping roots. Now is the time, Spirit is saying, for you to start dropping roots in this new reality that you have absolutely grown into. Okay? All right. Let's go into tarot. I'm using the Wild Unknown for you. Interesting, appropriate. The unknown. You are facing the unknown. But that's a beautiful thing. The unknown means anything is possible. The unknown is not scary. What we project into the unknown can absolutely be terrifying, but the unknown in and of itself is not scary. It's just pure potential energy. Trusting yourself and trusting life is like the same thing. That's what's coming through right now. if you can trust your own growth and your newfound sense of self, then inherent in that internal trust will be trust for life at large. Okay. What else do you want to say to Libra Spirit? Any more messages for my Libras? Messages. Death. You have died unto yourself, meaning you have moved through an ego death. You have transformed, Libra. You can trust this. You've moved through this. You did it. Wow. And here you are. The Sun brings me right back to that fire card. That building uptick in energy that you feel, that is your newfound sense of self coming online after a major ego death, major transformation. Okay. This is Scorpio energy, obviously, with the death card. And there is some kind of connection I feel here to the energy of Scorpio. If you have major Scorpio or you just feel called to it, maybe watch that reading too. That might be helpful. You're discovering who you are all over again. That's what happens when you move through an ego death. On the other side of that profound shedding, you get to know yourself all over again. More of the truth of who you are is starting to shine through. There's your energy with the Justice card. Yeah, it's like I was saying, the external is now in the process of reflecting your internal, right? You moved through this. Now you're standing in Sun energy, your fire, your passion, purpose, drive, sense of self. It's coming online. And your reality is rearranging to reflect that. There's no other way. It's inevitable. Okay. Everything is coming into harmony for you. But things take time, just like the seed growing. It takes time. It's just the way of life. I mean, you can theorize hypothetically if you're, into the manifestation kind of new age law of attraction community. Like in theory, I guess, if you were aligned with something, you could manifest it instantaneously no matter what. But I don't know that that's necessarily a good thing because then you don't get the chance to grow into the version of yourself who can hold that manifestation. Many people can manifest things like as a one-off experience or as a blip of an experience, right? Like maybe I could manifest winning $100 on a scratch ticket. I don't know why that's coming to me. But it's just a one-off thing. Like I have not, in that experience, there has been no opportunity for me to become the kind of person who can experience an extra $100 on a weekly basis. You know what I mean? So it's like we get caught up in wanting to manifest things so quickly, as fast as possible. I'm desperate. I'm needy. I want this to come to me now. Well, maybe it's a good thing that it's taking a little bit of time, because in that space, you get to practice being the new version of yourself who can hold this, not just experience it once and then get blown out by it, right? 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Everything. Well, wow. Look at that. Look at the roots. Oh my gosh. The roots are the thing that is colored in this image, so to me it's like the roots are being highlighted. You're laying a new foundation, Libra. You're growing deep, deep roots. This tree on the surface, that is this, your abundance, your affluence, whatever it is that you want, your growth, right? You know it's happening because you can feel yourself dropping these incredible roots. And it's multiple, right? It's not drop root, it's drop roots. It's a whole network of connections. It's a whole underground system that must be laid in order for the biggest, tallest, healthiest tree to grow. Yeah. You're laying the foundation for who you will become. This is everything. This moment is everything, because it's in moments like these where so many people just get frustrated. They just get frustrated because this hasn't come yet. The ultimate goal, the full-blown mature tree hasn't just landed right in front of them. People, they're like, well, I know I've died unto myself. I've gone through the ego death. I've transformed. I know that. So like, where's the thing? Where's everything I want? And it's like, okay, well, maybe you haven't transformed quite as much as you thought you had. That's just me talking. That's my ego talking. It's in this space that you are in right now that the real transformation can shine, because who you choose to be in the face of the unknown when your manifestation hasn't materialized yet, it's who you be in those moments that determines whether or not this really ever comes. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Two of Cups. See. All right, let's get some advice for Libra here. Yeah, I really feel like it's very, very important for you as you start to experience this increased energy. It's really important for you to practice that emptiness that Spirit was talking about, because otherwise it feels like just a lot for your system to process. You don't want to get blown out, right? Advice for Libra. That's too many. Advice for Libra, please, Spirit. Ooh, I've got something in my eye. Maybe there's something in your eye. I don't know. Something about your eyes. My left eye specifically, but maybe there's something about your eye. Your eyes. What your eyes see isn't the whole story. What your physical eyes see is not the whole story. Advice for Libra. Wow, Son of Wands. Oh my gosh, Knight of Wands, more fire energy. Go forth into this new paradigm, this new reality you've entered. Go forth fully connected to joy. Joy, passion, purpose, whatever lights you up, stay connected to it and let that joy inform every move you make. Move as if you already have what you want. Move as if it's already done, because then it will be. It will be. Enjoy the journey, right? That's really the whole point. At the end of the day, life isn't about this. It's about who you become. It's about how you choose to show up every day, regardless of what has manifested and what hasn't yet. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Your thoughts have no power over you unless you give it to them. Let's get a journal prompt from my journal prompt deck. Journal prompt for Libra, please, Spirit. There it is. Okay. Number 22. I feel the most alive and joyful when... fill in the blank. I feel the most alive and joyful when... Answer that question for yourself, Libra. That's what Spirit wants you to stay connected to. In that kind of joy and aliveness and passion, right, where you're just living in the moment, enjoying the journey, trusting your own growth and therefore life, in that joyful openness, like the Sun card, in a way that is a kind of being empty, because you're not fixated on the future, you're not projecting onto the future, you're not needy, you're not desperate. You just are. Joy is presence, and that is a kind of emptiness. All right, let's get a closing message from the Magical Botanical Oracle. What plant energy wants to work with Libra at this time? Closing message for the collective of Libra, please, Spirit. I don't know what I just heard. I thought I heard something, but I don't know what. Right there. Rue. R-U-E. Rue. Number 22. Okay, let's see what the guidebook says. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Number 22, again. Number 22 is the journal prompt. Rue is number 22. Okay, so 2222. Super important for you. Number 22. I'm just going to read you some snippets of what the guidebook says, not the whole thing. Haha, and of course, Rue is associated with the element of fire. Well, we're not surprised, are we? Okay, Rue is traditionally known as the herb of grace. Grace. As it was used in Christian mass and exorcisms sprinkled upon the floor, spiritually it confers grace or unseen aid in the form of love and mercy, even when we feel we are undeserving. Rue is a curse breaker, dispelling ill wishes from others and ourselves, intentional or otherwise. It shields us with this grace and can bring blessings upon us and our household. Rue tells us we need protection and blessings in our life. Okay, blah, 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 blah. The moon aligns. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this to you. Blah, 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 blah. Affirmation. I am blessed and protected from all harm. Okay. Well, this is trust. And I feel like the protection that it's speaking to is protection against your own thoughts. Your own thoughts that would disconnect you from joy. Again, your thoughts have no power over you unless you give it to them. Right? So work with the energy of Rue if you feel called to it, energetically, if not physically. And think about your own definition of energetic protection, because there's this stereotype that we need protection against evil forces or something that's working against us. But clearly in this message, Spirit is saying nothing is working against you. Everything is working for you. And in fact, it's when you trust life that it works for you the most, right? So you don't need protection against anything outside of you when you're aligned inside, right? So this idea of protection, I would invite you to reflect on it and to work with it and to think about, rather than protection from external forces, protection from falling back into old patterns that do not reflect who you have become. Very interesting. Wow. Okay, Libra. Wow. This is really powerful. I hope this was helpful, or at least thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you. I'll be putting this journal prompt in the description box along with several others, so be sure to check those out if you want to take your inner work a little bit deeper. My stomach is grumbling. It's time to eat. All right, Libra, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.